Hello everyone, my name is Jared and welcome to Slash It. Please follow my Twitter and Instagram at SlashItHorror. This is the second bite-sized analysis video. If you haven't seen the first one, check it out in the description below. If you haven't seen it, I try to cut down the movie into bite size, if you will, so you can understand the general plot of the movie before you watch it, as well as other warnings I'll be giving you. If there's nudity or anything that could potentially trigger you, I will let you know at the end of the video. Well, let's get started.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula.
Halloween is a slasher film that was written and directed by John Carpenter, whose most famous movie at this point was Assault on Precinct 9, and he would go on to write Halloween 2 and direct The Thing. This movie was released in 1978 and would go on to become one of the highest grossing independent films of all time. It follows a girl named Laurie Strode who was babysitting on Halloween night. At the beginning of the film, we witness a little boy attack, stab, and kill his older sister. This little boy's name is Michael Myers. 15 years later, Dr. Loomis, the doctor in charge of Michael, is driving to witness his move to Smith's Grove Sanatorium. But when he gets there, he sees that a bus has crashed, causing Michael to get free. Michael then goes to the town Laurie is living in. We watch as Michael Myers attacks Laurie's friends and kills all of them that we had met throughout this movie. Laurie is babysitting both the girl and a boy when Michael comes after her. She had gone to look for one of her old friends, but it turns out that Michael had killed her and is now after Laurie. Laurie tries to go to a neighbor's house to no avail, so she turns around to run to the house she was babysitting at. When she gets inside, Michael makes his way in after her. They fight and both get a few hits to the other. Spoiler time. This is some spoilers. I'm spoiling stuff here. So if you don't want to get anything spoiled for Halloween, which would be surprising if you haven't had it spoiled at this point, but if you don't want it spoiled, stop now. Skip to the end. This is when Dr. Loomis pushes his way into the room and shoots Michael 6 times.
I shot him 6 times.
He falls off the balcony and is laying there when Dr. Loomis looks, but he turns his head to respond to Laurie, and when he turns back, Michael is gone. The Halloween theme plays and the movie ends. I'm going to move on to the other part of the video. Since this is the first time I've done these other parts, I'll just give you a little introduction. Basically after this, I'll be telling you what about this movie you may not want to watch, so you can decide for yourself if you want to watch it. If you have any issues with knives, guns, or gore, or people dying, stay away from this movie and any movie in this series. It's completely based on knives, guns, blood, and people dying, so in reality, that's just what this movie is. People do have quote-unquote relations once, and nude bodies are shown throughout the movie, so if this is something that triggers you, maybe stay away or be ready to skip when need be. The nudity, depending on what version you watch, is shown only a few times, but it's greatly implied. The characters do smoke in one scene, but it's not for a long time. You can blink and miss what's happening. However, it is talked about a lot afterwards, and there is a scene with a cop which might be triggering. There is a scene of a dog dying. It is not on screen, but discussed and the aftermath is seen. There aren't any triggers that I was able to identify other than these, but if you are easily triggered, I would be careful with any of these films in the series. Well, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video if I should do more videos like this, and to subscribe if you're new. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, it's @SlashItHorror, and if you haven't, go check out our website. The link will be in the description. I do want to say I really appreciate each and every one of you who stops by and watches one of my videos. It really does mean everything to me. Well, that's all I have for you guys. And remember, treat every day like it's Halloween.